What's going on, guys? XQ420 here. You know what the deal is. You know how I get down when I come around. I'm back. I'm in the building. We got the things on us because I got to keep everything warm out here right now. It's getting cold. Heater toaster chopper burning without a doubt. First time to the channel, stop hesitating. Hit that subscribe button. I don't know why you hadn't already. You need to come here. Daily dose of news and commentary with a twist from your boy. It's going to change your life. Trust me on this. Today, I'm going to have a little bit different of a video. More of an informative video. Every once in a while, I've been looking this stuff up for a few weeks, almost a month now, trying to get all this stuff together, trying to get my ducks in a row, and I still might miss a little something. So y'all bear with me. We're gonna go through this. But what I've seen right here recently, was the flu. Ain't nobody talked about the flus like the flu didn't exist, like the flu has been erased from history. The books have been burned about the flu. Okay, Fahrenheit. What's that? 451, 541, that movie. You know what I'm talking about, the book, man. But right here, South Korean authorities stick to flu vaccine plan after deaths rise to 48. Now, from what I've seen as of today, they have actually risen to 59. Now, of course, they're saying, hey, man, this ain't due to the flu vaccine. That ain't what it's due to. But it's just kind of mysterious how these folks come through, get the jab, and it ain't but a couple days later they fall out. That's all I'm saying. Hey, bud. And they over here, they trying to slow down the twindemic. You know what I'm saying? They trying to plug both holes on you. They trying to plug all the holes they can on you. Said, "Bo, we don't want this ship to leak. We don't want this ship to take on any water at all, bud." So you seeing some folks, and people are getting wary. They're getting wary out there inside and say, "Whoo, boy, a lot of folks falling out." But maybe South Korea didn't get the memo. Maybe they behind. Because, according to the CDC, COVID-19 wiped out the flu around the world this year. Stuff's gone, bud. Now, from what they're saying right here, influenza positivity rates in specimens tested fell 98% in 2020 during March 1st to May 16th, relative to September 29th, 2019 to February 29th of 2020, plummeting from a median of 19.34% to 0.33%. Hold on a second now. How did it just fall out all of a sudden? Does COVID eat the flu? Is it like well, it ain't Tetris. What's that game? With the little ghost up there, they be going around and you be a Pac-Man. You gobble up the fruit, you got the ghost following you. I guess the ghost are COVID. You know what I'm saying? They gobble up your little Pac-Man, which would be the flu. So that's what it looks like to me. But it says right here, indeed, the circulation of influenza in the U.S. hit historic lows in the summer of 2020, with a median of 0.2 positive tests from May 17th to August 8th, versus 1 to 2% from 2017 to 2019. So the graph indicated that influenza positivity rates dropped off sharply, approaching zero by early April. A time that in previous seasons hovered around 15%. Now hold on a second. I'm trying to figure this thing all the way out now. We're usually around 15%. That thing dropped right out to zero, quick, fast, and in a hurrah. I guess the flu got scared. It said the flu shook up. It's like, whoo, boy, I got to go hide under the covers. The flu's scared of getting getting sick by COVID. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, what's that, Blade 2, where you had the vampires and then you had these ultra vampires. Stuff split wide open like that and engulf your whole body just about. That's what the COVID must be. Now, it's not correlating with me, but I got something I want to say about this, okay? Now, Trump, was about a month ago. No, it was actually this month. But he had something that he said right here. He said, flu season is coming up. Many people every year, sometimes over 100,000, and despite the vaccine, die from the flu. Are we going to close down our country? No. We've learned to live with it just like we are learning to live with COVID in most populations far less lethal. Now, Twitter had originally taken this down, but then they put it back up. Said this tweet violated the Twitter rules about spreading misleading and potential harmful information related to COVID-19. However, Twitter has determined that it may be in the public's best interest for the tweet to remain accessible. You know, if the fact checkers out there, when something's fact checked, they immediately take it down. Because, they got the facts over there at Twitter. They got the facts at Facebook. YouTube keeps the facts. We ain't got nothing but a bunch of folks that's just fact checking all day. They got all the check marks, but they got the red marker out. They checking everything. Fact checking. But they seem to let this up. Now, hold on a second. We're trying to figure this out. Because it says right here, the CDC estimates that the flu, also known as influenza, has resulted in between 12,000 to 61,000 deaths in the U.S. each year since 2010. I wonder why they just started only in 2010. What was happening in 2009? Was it an H1N1? I'm going to show y'all something about how they actually calculate the flu. Now, we see right here, when the when the actual CDC goes through and actually does how many people died of the flu, they don't do the exact number of people who died of the flu. Oh, no. They do what they call an estimated range annual burden of the flu. They put it in this equation. I don't need an equation. I just need to know the deaths, bruh. And look at what is at the top of this equation. Look, it looks like they already got a predetermined number they just stick in there. I'm trying to figure this thing out. Now, if you look at what they say is the estimates of deaths, 37,000, 12,000, 43, 38, 51, 23, 38, 61. And this was supposed to be the knockout year right here. That's supposed to be the year, but the stuff got rough. And they actually said 80,000 that year. I don't know how they estimate it at 61,000 exactly. That's fair enough. 34,000. And then look what it was this year. 22,000. Okay. So here's what I'm trying to figure out. Why did y'all just starting to burden the flu in 2010? Why didn't I see burden the flu in 2009, 2008? That's what I'm trying to figure out, bud. Like I said, y'all remember H1N1? They said it only took out about 12,000 folks. That was it in the U.S. Maybe because he just let it run rampant. There was no response to that. That was a pandemic as well. So I'm trying to figure this thing out, CDC. Why do I need this type of get up right here? I'm just worried about this. That's it. Deaths. I want to know how many people died of it. How many times was it on the death certificate? If we treated the flu like we treated COVID, how many times did we see it on the death certificate? And can we put that the flu was the actual cause? Okay, even though they died of heart attack. Let me know. I'm trying to figure this thing out now. Hey, I want some consistency. You know what I'm saying? I want the consistent numbers. So we see right here, this is an article from January the 4th, where they say, hey, the 2019-2020 flu season on track to be especially severe. Especially severe, without a doubt. And from Dr. Anthony Fauci himself. And he says the 2019-2020 flu season is on track to be as severe as the 2017-2018 season. Okay? So, I mean, what's the deal? They telling me that, hey, bud, it's going to be real bad. It's going to be real bad like the other one. And then all of a sudden, it's only 22,000 deaths. I'm trying to figure this thing out now. And if there's only 22,000, 61,000, why'd they leave Donald Trump's tweet up of 100,000 deaths used every year? Look, Bo, you know how Donald Trump is. The man, he ain't discreet on what he does. He's right to the forefront. That's why folk don't like him. They want somebody that's slick and that'll lie to them. They ain't gonna lie to you about it, but that's the way they want it. But they telling you right here, hey, bud, we pulling one over on you. And if we see right here, right to Wikipedia, they say right here that there were between 39 to 56 million flu cases. That's what they're estimating. Well, no, that's actually what it was. 18 to 26 million doctor visits, 410 to 740,000 hospitalizations, and between 24,000 to 62,000 deaths. Now, they also say due to higher than average testing this year because of the COVID-19 pandemic, preliminary estimates may be adjusted down when the flu season is officially closed. The unusual abrupt decline in cases by April 2020 was attributed to the effects of widespread social distancing and lockdown aimed at COVID-19. Now, here's what I'm going to say. If the lockdown, social distancing, mask, if it can take care of the flu, If it can take care of the common cold, why the hell can't it stop COVID-19? Ain't nobody told me that yet. I mean, I'm waiting for the answer on it. I mean, I don't get it. Okay? I don't get it. If it can stop the flu, it can stop the common cold. How the hell is it not stopping COVID? I mean, COVID's a different beast. I mean, that thing's just out there lingering in the bushes. I mean, ready to strike. You walk by, it's like a rattlesnake. Done blended in with with this environment. You stepped on it, and I got you. You're like, hold on a second now. Now, I'm going to go show you something else right here on the CDC, and they try to be slick about things. But if we see right here, this right here was right when we had the especially bad flu season. Especially bad. Okay, right here. Now look at this spike right up here. Now they try to do something slick. They say percentage of deaths due to PIC. That's pneumonia, influenza, and then they threw COVID in there. Now hold on a second. Now I don't want to see this C right here, the COVID, because that's letting me know that that we had COVID back here in 2017, 2018. Let me know. Don't be trying to throw that stuff together now. Now they say the number of COVID-19 coded deaths. Okay, look at all these coded deaths right here. Now they say this is what it is in the gray. Now you see that spike in the red, we got a little extra over, and then it drops down. COVID-19 drops out. Why is my curve still high? What's this curve right here? Is this influenza? And when it goes back up, what's this curve right here? Is this influenza again? Because from what you're telling me, from the number of influenza coded deaths, it don't exist. Look at it. It's faded out. Hold on a second. They trying to be slick. But hey, I'm watching you, bro. Like me, I'm keeping my eye on you. I'm keeping both eyes on you. I'm getting my GoPro out, keeping that on you too. Now, I'm going to switch over to another chart where it says the provisional deaths, okay? Now, we're just going to look at this. We're going to see right here. All deaths involving influenza with or without COVID-19 or pneumonia, they only say it's 6,743. That's it. But your other numbers don't add up for me. Deaths involving COVID-19 and pneumonia, excluding influenza, there's only 95,668. Now look at this total number right here. Deaths involving pneumonia, influenza, or COVID-19, 336,555. All deaths, including COVID-19, is only 210,545. Now hold on a second now. That looks like a bit. That looks like over 100-something thousand jump. Where's this extra 100-something thousand coming in at? Okay, because the flu's gone. All right, the flu don't exist. So I'm trying to figure out where we. I mean, you told me 22,000. The number ain't adding up. Hey, look, man, I'm just going by y'all's data. Ain't got nothing to do. I ain't making no data on my own. You know, I'm just going right by what you got up here for a brother. That's it. So finally, we drop right over here to this article from the New York Times that was actually dropped today. And it says, of course, in coronavirus testing, false positives are more hazardous than they might seem. And I want to drop down to something right here when they talk about missed or inappropriate treatment. It says people with flu or COVID-19 often show similar symptoms, but may be tested for only one of them at a time. If a patient is given an incorrect diagnosis of COVID-19, that person could be deprived of treatment that could alleviate their illness or be given a costly therapy that does little to speed their recovery. Now, I guess the New York Times didn't realize that the flu don't exist no more. What's wrong with them? Why are they talking about, people with the flu? Did they not get the memo? Did nobody send them the information? CDC, where you at? This thing ought to be fact-checked real quick. It said, dude, the flu don't exist no more. It's gone. Didn't y'all not know that? What do you mean? So here's my question. How many people all this time have been getting treated for COVID-19 that might have had the flu? Could have took like some Cefluza or, all those other flu alleviating drugs that we got and probably could have been okay and left the hospital. I'm just wondering. It's just a question. Okay? It's just a question. That's all it is. Because from right here, New York Times seemed to be thinking that some people might be misdiagnosed. So, I mean, if that's the case, then what's up with my numbers? That's what we're trying to figure out. What's up with this big number right here? How many people died who was the main comorbidity? Flu. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's what I want to know. My body craves it. And on top of that, if the flus fell out, if the masking and all that stopped it, why are they pushing the flu vaccine this year? Does anybody know? Your boy wants the information. I crave it. My body craves it. I mean, I don't need the flu vaccine if the flu doesn't exist. Isn't that correct? Doesn't that make sense? It makes sense to me. I mean, why would I need it? So, there's a whole lot of stuff that ain't adding up. They tell me the flu fell out 98%. And something else that's not adding up, the CDC. You know when the last time they did a seroprevalency test? And what that is where they go and test the antibodies. About 6 months ago. Why ain't they did another one? Don't you think we might want to know how many folks got antibodies floating around? Or do I got to wait on Stanford or something like that to do it again? The CDC should be on top of that. We should be able to know, in America, the infection fatality rate for sure with the antibody test. But it seems like they ain't in no hurry to do it. But the mask, that's what's saving us, right? From the flu, but it can't save us from COVID. Huh. I want to know what y'all's thoughts are in the comment section below. There's a whole lot of damning evidence up here. You know what I'm saying? Stuff's not adding up. You got to always ask questions. And bud, I know in Korea, they over here talking about, oh, that vaccine ain't killing nobody. Man, the brow's got to be raised up above your forehead. So, I want to know what y'all's thoughts are in the comment section below. If y'all got more information, send it to your boys. Share it with the people. The Cube family out here, share it. Man, we want to know it. Okay? So, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Click notification bell so you know when I post in the future. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.